This is the American Rebellion. My name is Jerry. How y'all doing? It is Saturday night, and we are here with Matty K and Nick Young, and hopefully a host of you guys. Uh, we can talk about anything you want, but usually Matt brings up some weird shit, and we talk about that. Could be aliens, could be ghosts, could be pretty much anything but politics, although I imagine we'll start off with that more or less. Obviously, the president has the Kung flu. Then we got Jimmy Collins, Chastity Wyatt, Alan McMillan, and that's it so far. Okay, Matt, how you doing?
I'm all right. I was doing a little research on mythological creatures in conjunction with ancient aliens, that they were, constructed.
They were constructed. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
away we go.
by ancient aliens.
Ah, nice. Tiffany Sullivan is here. Um, oh, that's got to be Nick. Yeah, Nick, if you want, you can change the
Yeah, I
remote.
don't get that. It's
Well,
commenting as the American Rebellion.
yeah, it's
I
gonna
don't know
do
why
that.
it's doing that.
It does that automatically. If you want to, you go into. You have to do it though. I can't do it for you. You go into settings and look for. I forget what it is, but it'll tell you a way you can change it to post as this or as you know yourself.
But I got to write this down. Look,
Now, I bought a new laptop last night, and that's what it's doing it on. It doesn't do it on my phone.
I don't know. The phone app and regular like the regular Facebook on a computer, they ain't the same. I don't know why, but this is biblical. Okay,
No, it's totally different.
so Chastity says, "Okay, aliens, I'm listening." Apparently, Chastity likes the aliens, which is nice. Good for her because Matt is one, and we're pretty sure he's a
well,
serial killer.
Chastity spoke on the question, the subject of mythical animals that were actually engineered by ancient aliens for several different purposes. That is, one topic of, rumination.
So, by the way, Chastity, so David Moon is actually Max. He is incognito for reasons we won't go into here, but he's a good guy. He's from England. Also, Viv Gordon, just below you, is Anita. Same deal. She is from England, but they show up every time. So we're very happy to have them and yourself. I'm concerned about Trump, guys. Well, he does have the COVID, and he's going to be fine. I do. Hey, Jolene, how you doing? Um,
Yeah, what I want to know is who's going to write the first book about who poisoned them with it.
or
Who's the guilty party?
or how
Tie him back to Hillary.
or the one where somebody's going to come out and say cried like a little girl when he found out he had it, or some stupid shit, or no, I don't know. What I do know is that I think he's going to be just fine, and the Supreme Court um, nominee is going to continue without hindrance, even despite all chuckles. And I think Trump will probably be back in the White House within a week.
The nearest drugstore. Oh, never mind.
Well, Pence has picked up the campaigning, and he's got to debate coming up also. I don't think the vice president and the president stay in the White House at the same time unless there's a meeting or something. For that reason, I think, but I don't know.
Send an aide out to the Walmart, buy a new toothbrush, deodorant, toothpaste, whatever the fuck other toiletries he uses, and throw away everything that is around him.
My guess is that they've already tested all that shit, and they're continuing to in the White House, would be my guess, just in case. They're trying to blame the debate prep cases, the people that were there to prep the debate, like Trump gave it to them. I saw a headline. It's like, Cleveland has found 12 cases that have gotten to COVID. There apparently are vigils outside Walter Reed with
COVID. Right. That's bad for Cleveland.
I mean, and some of the, what is it, 2 weeks ago, what's her name dies, and the left is, screaming how the right is happy about it, which I was. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, you can't cure death. Yeah, you can't cure death. So, and her dying, she was old, she had a good life. It's time for her to go. Okay, and we need to get somebody in there that's going to save the fucking country. But now Trump has it, and you got all these people coming out. I hope he dies. I'm rooting for the COVID. That kind of bullshit. I mean, yes, it's just fucking hypocritical shit. All right. Chelsea has a question. Do you think the virus was put there on purpose? Probably not. I don't believe a lot of conspiracy theories when I receive them. And I think that what happened is they caught it there. Somebody got it, and then one person got it. What's her name? Hope Hicks got it, and then she was in the White House. She's one of the main advisors, and they all ended up with it. That's what I think. And that's how it works.
The only thing I would say about it, it's about the perfect timing. 30 days before the election, couldn't have happened better.
Well, he has just a thing came out. Let's see, Fox News. President Trump says he's feeling much better now in a video update from Walter Reed. All right, he's taking that what the hell is that shit? Remdesivir, Reservoir, or some shit or another. He's apparently on that.
Remdesivir.
Okay, well, that's close.
Remdesivir.
Yeah, Reservoir.
Yeah, that's it.
He's taking the Reservoir. I've heard about this stuff. I know very little about it. I'm not a doctor or a scientist, and frankly, if that's what they say to give them, if that's going to make them better, fine. It's apparently
they're going to send up the hitman in the middle of the night, like they did to get Vito Corleone in The Godfather in the hospital.
No, I doubt it. I think they're going to have the Secret Service there, Matt, to possibly stop something like that. Yeah, the R thing. That's right. The R thing. Reservoir.
Oh, yeah. There's ramifications and permutations. Weird things have happened before.
He'll be fine.
You know what I'm saying?
That place is probably guarded 3 days. But you couldn't get in there with a tank, probably. I mean, that is a military hospital, as everyone knows. It's run by the Army. If he tested negative 2 times consecutively, he's good to go back to work. Yeah. And they say he's working there. I mean, who knows? It could all be bullshit. I don't know.
Yeah, the regular Army runs Walter Reed Hospital.
They do. They do. It's an Army hospital. Always has been. He's still and said they say there's no fever for the last 24 hours. That's correct. Send Matt in. He'll fix him up fine. Yeah, we'll send Dr. Matt in.
Wasn't Walter? I think Walter Reed was an ambulance driver in World War One. That he gets a Congressional Medal of Honor for, I don't know, doing something.
He could have been.
That's vaguely in the back of my mind.
I believe it was probably from Hope Hicks, possibly Melania. Could have been for anybody. I mean, as many people as who have it, and he has contact within a day. It could have been from somebody in Cleveland. It could have been, it could have been anybody. So, it's, I mean, what's the difference, really? He has it. All right. A lot of people in the White House have it. It's not good. It certainly gives the left a lot of fuel or a lot of, matches to put on a fucking fire. But in the end, I don't think it's going to hurt him that much. I mean, Rachel fucking Maddow actually wished him the best. I went outside to see the pink pigs flying in the air. Stephen Colbert, the late night guy, wished him the best. And one of the first ones to come out was Joe Biden. All right, so it's not like we should love these people.
Yeah, and he pulled all of his negative ads.
Well, yeah. It's not like we should love these people, but, at least give credit where credit is due. That's something that they don't do for us. And Trump has many times what he said when he heard about Ruth Bader Ginsburg, I believe was from the heart and not something, he just made up on the fly. But he gets screwed for that, and I think we need to give credit where credit is due. By tomorrow, it is what it is. But back to war, I guess. But
yeah, I guess so. Now, aside from this jackass, who's that jackass that's with CNN or what, MSNBC, that's always in the audience for the David briefings?
Acosta?
This asshole. Who is that dude?
Jim Acosta?
Jim Acosta. This piece, yes, that piece of shit. When Trump was leaving the White House to get on Marine One, and all Trump did was give a thumbs up, all Acosta could say was, he wouldn't give any comments. Like, you piece of shit. Piece of shit. You expect him to stop going to the goddamn hospital to compensate for that fucking dick.
Yeah, he is. He's like beyond the pale of anything in good taste or truth. Beyond the fucking pale. I think we're losing Nick and Matt. But he is anything beyond. He's beyond the pale of anything that is truth or real or just. He is just a hack, and he's not even really good at that because he just wants to be a TV star. And John Roberts is as bad as Acosta. John Roberts is bad, but he ain't as bad as Acosta. Acosta is absolutely the worst. John Roberts ain't good either. He's the one. Didn't he ask that idiot question about the Trump happened? Okay, so when will be the right time to just show us? Show us what? I mean, in the end, First of all, I think.
Show me.
Oh. All right, we're back. Okay. I think Trump's gonna be fine. I think.
I was gone. I know. Dang.
All right, let me hang up on you. Everybody, hang up.
I've been here the whole time.
Oh, have you? Okay, because it's been going in and out, and so is the show. It's fucking pissing me off. The weather here is kind of overcast. So, and I'm on satellite, so the internet ain't that good, and that's why this crap happens, I guess. It's the only explanation I got. I don't know how they haven't kicked us off of Facebook yet. They're kicking off everybody. It's crazy. I saw like 5 people today got like kicked off and run different accounts now. So it's just.
I even heard Mark Levin on Friday night. He said he's got to make a very big decision whether he gets off of Facebook or not.
Well, I heard he was actually going off celestial radio, which I guess means regular radio, and doing a podcast only. I know he's charging for the podcast, I believe.
No, I actually have his app. I listen to every one of his shows that I miss.
Oh, really? Okay. I thought he was charging for something.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a
that might be Savage.
No.
That might be Savage. What's his name? I forget his first name.
Maybe so. Yeah, Rick Savage.
No, I don't think so. But his last name's Savage Nation and all that bullshit. You're good here. It's froze for a second, but it's good now. Yeah, it's been kind of going in with the roundy thing. So, like I said, the weather here has not been optimal. Hasn't rained or anything, but it is overcast, and that sucks. So if we get kicked off, give it a couple minutes. We'll try to come back on. Anyway, Anita says good there. All right, thank you, Anita. Yeah, I think Trump's going to be fine. I think most of the people, if not everybody that has it in the White House, is going to be fine. And again, with this fucking thing, with the Democrats, I want to tell you is the death rates are way down. Well, Trump's in his 70s. You worry, of course, but Trump is a tough guy, even though he's just a businessman. He's a tough man. He's come up. He was never an insider. He's always had a fighting claw, and he's managed to do that. He made a lot of damn money doing it, and followed the rules, didn't pay a ton of taxes. Of course, he's paying for that now, but that kind of thing. And he's a tough guy, and he works hard, and he for not only the country but for everybody, whether they hate him or not. And I think he's going to pull through. Fine, I do.
Well, that's true because a lot of people don't remember that Trump went to like a military academy high school. I think he graduated as like the valedictorian or something.
Yeah.
And when he was telling Joe not to use the word smart when you're talking about yourself, that was fucking hilarious.
That was funny, yeah. Can't see how this would affect everything. I don't think it's going to affect that much. It's obviously affecting his campaigning, but I think we can agree the last debate didn't change anybody's mind. I think we all kind of agreed on that. And people like us who are going to vote for him, even if he's dead, I'm going to write him in. Okay, we're worried, and there are those out there that want to get everybody scared and everything. But you know what? I got to tell you, they have come a long way on this freaking disease. And if you take all the politics out of it, which is 99% of it, okay, to just the disease, it's kind of like having a bad flu. Now, I can tell you, and I'll let them tell you what it felt like. Both Nick and Matt had something before all of this started in the news and everything. That nothing at the store would really touch. So you guys tell them what that was like. Nick?
Wait, say that all again?
All right.
You and me think we already had the coronavirus
Right.
for
Oh,
like
yeah.
a week or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, excruciating headache that would not go away. It's just like right in the middle of your forehead and back in the middle of your head, and just tired as shit, can't get enough sleep, and sense of smell, sense of taste, lost. Just lost. I didn't have all the cough and the fever or any of that, but that sense of taste, that's something I've never experienced in my life. I still had taste, but it tasted like metal the whole time. Some kind of metal. But I couldn't taste anything else.
Right. Right. And those are all symptoms, but they came out very slowly in the beginning. Because I remember when they came out with the sense of taste went and that kind of thing, and that was weird. And Matt, well, you had something, right?
Yeah, I think the symptoms vary widely. I had a fever, like 102 something. Felt like somebody had just beat the fuck out of me. I had the shits and the chills, and all I could do was drink water for like 2 days. And I think it varies somewhat.
Oh yeah, you don't want to eat. You lose your appetite. The whole 9 yards. That too. That's another one.
Yeah, and that's what he said was right though, because some symptoms, some people get, some don't. But in the end, you have a very bad flu that kicks your ass pretty good. And if you are not a well person, the flu can kill you, and so can this. I mean, and no one is denying that the disease is real. Do I believe all the mask bullshit? No. But then I don't believe in going in and telling people to take off their mask because they're freaking, they're stupid for wearing it either. And if there's a place that I go times where I was just notified we're live, that's good to know. If there's a place I go that makes you wear them, then I'll wear them. If they don't make you wear them, I don't wear them. But in the end, I think he's going to be fine. Chastity wants to know where we're from. I'm from Florida, Chiefland, Florida. Matt is from California, outside of San Diego, and Nick is from Eunice, Louisiana.
I'm from Erie, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, well, Matt is originally from Erie, Pennsylvania. Yes, he is trapped in California. Apparently, can't get out. So. Oh, Alan wants to know if he got tested.
Not legally.
Alan McMillan wants to know if either one of you
have what?
Did either one of you get tested at all ever? I don't think so, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
No, it was way before the thing broke. What they were calling it. I had it like. Yeah, I believe it got here way before they even had a name for this shit.
A lot of people do, yes.
Yeah, I had this shit way back in January.
Right. Okay. It's possible. Why not? And if nobody knew what it was,
yeah, it was just you got fucking sick. That's before anybody they called it anything.
Yeah.
I believe it was here, at least a month before they even fucking found out about it.
It was here in November because my boss, and believe me, this virus is not, racially. It doesn't pick anybody by race because my boss is a black man, and he would for 2 weeks. He had this hacking cough, and he felt like shit, but he didn't have a fever, and he was like, I don't know what the fuck fuck this is. It eventually subsided.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like a month and a half later, or back in January, this was right around the Thanksgiving area. So the beginning of February, middle of February, I get these symptoms. I'm like, oh fuck, you know.
Yeah.
But it only took me down for. It's kind of funny how it worked because it came on the weekend, so it only lasted for like 2 or 3 days.
Right. Oh, but you gotta remember too, before all this broke, all right, there's like 25 different strains of the flu. And everybody knows how the medical field work. You're on a conveyor belt. You go in there and tell them most of these symptoms, okay, and automatically you got the flu. I mean, nobody's going to sit there and say, well, this is some new virus, no, this and that, until it was figured out, you know. And let's face it, communist China isn't big on the truth. And they're not telling the truth about all of it. I personally believe it was released on purpose. Always have. Always have. My daughter said.
Well, that leads me down a little conspiracy path about it, because I've had an experience before where I was allergic to a penicillin drug. That's like, well, every time you take this shit, you get worse. I mean, bad. She thought I was gonna fucking die.
Mm-hmm.
She knows some Indian specialist fucking, I don't know what it is, but taking this shit is gonna die, because I was getting worse and worse and fucking worse. He goes, all right, bring him in right now. It was like fucking 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Worse while you take the shit, right? I said, yeah. He's like, stop taking the shit. That's all he did.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like my allergist when I was a kid, you know, I had allergies for, you know, really bad allergies. Took shots for 13 years, 3 shots a week. Never took any of the immunizations that it was required for school. Couldn't take them because they almost killed me, and I only took half a series. So never took them. The first flu shot I ever took in my life was the last December.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me sick as a fucking dog.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm not going to take it again.
That's why I don't take it. Miss Jolene says, my daughter said everybody in the ER had the flu in January. Let's see. Anita says a lot of people had the flu or virus from September. That's when a lot of people are saying it was starting to get out here. I'm assuming she's talking about England. And, you know, let's face it, there's no shortage of travel between England and America, and there's no shortage of travel from China to damn near everywhere. So it's very possible. The only reason more people weren't counted dying from the H1N1 virus under Obama-Biden is because Obama administration quit testing. Biden brought that up in the debates. Only 14,000 died. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's another thing about all this. Who's got the bigger dick kind of thing? How least amount of people have died under their watch. I don't like it. They are all, these people, they all belong to somebody. In the beginning of this thing, when it was such a big emergency and everything, they were treating them wrong. Nurses are getting on video and saying they're killing people, and this was in New York. Now Cuomo is saying he was perfectly innocent of everything, and it wasn't his fault, of course. Chastity says, I'm a girlie. The guy that lives behind me is my buddy. Think he's gay. But has a wife. He throws me beers on the yard next to my pool. I gotta laugh. Well, there you go. Maybe he just wants you. I don't know. Jolene says they figured it was COVID.
I don't care if he's gay, if he's throwing me beers.
Yeah.
I know that.
If he's throwing you beers, apparently it's okay with Matt. There you go.
unless they're open.
or frozen. If they're open or frozen, you probably don't like you anymore. I don't know. You know, they ain't frozen bottles of water. Nobody abuses beer like that. Jolene says they figured it was COVID in the ER. Yeah, possible. You know, and good. You know, I don't know if that means they won't get it again, or at least they got the antibodies, I guess, to fight it off if they get it again, kind of deal, which is nice. You know.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's going to peter out. It's like having like a grass fire. The people that are most susceptible get it, and then it burns down, and other people, it just peters the fuck out eventually.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It's starting to already. It's and when I say that, I mean in worldwide. You have countries that really haven't had any problem with it for a while now. We have 350 million people in this country. It's going to take a while. Let's see. In the past month.
Are you sure? You doing Joe Biden mathematics?
I don't know. You know, it depends on the site you look at it, how many people we have in this country. I just stick with 350 million. In the past month, we had about 7 people in our administrative department test positive for the Kung flu. Some are still out. From Nick. Virginia Pollock is here. Hello, Virginia. Nice to see you. She is from Canada. The only one we're missing now is Larry Burns from Canada. Okay, you guys know that's kind of out there. Oh, no. No, we give good advice here. Never listen to any of it, just so you know, but we give good advice.
What's out there? What is?
Yeah, I don't get that one.
To?
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. That's why you should never listen to us.
Oh, and by the way, this administration office that I'm talking about,
Yeah.
my department, my IT department, we have to walk through it to get into our sealed room. So the directors and administrative assistants, which are secretaries and other people, they've been getting hit by this shit. Nobody in the IT department has, because we're behind closed doors and we can limit who comes in our room because it's a secure area.
Okay. By the way, before I forget, I want to thank everybody who said nice things to my wife yesterday. She took it very hard, and one day when I can talk about it without crying, she really appreciated it. Have you ever thought that this was part of Red October? No, that's a Q thing. I think we can safely say, I can speak for the three of us when we say we don't have a lot of faith in the Q. When I start seeing him say who's going to have handcuffs on him, and they actually have handcuffs on him, I'll start believing him. Until that time, which the way it looks will never be never, everybody gets to look and believe what they want. So
I think it's James Woods.
A lot of people think it's some guy from the intelligence committee. A lot of people think it's Trump. A lot of people think it's a lot of Trumps. I don't know. I read that. I read his stuff, or whoever it is, for like a week, and you need a freaking a code book to understand any of it. And I keep hearing about indictments. I keep hearing about this. I keep hearing about that, and I never see none of it. So the only ones getting indicted are people I've never heard of.
Yeah, what was the one like a year ago? 33,000 indictments or something?
Yeah.
Well, that's like an avalanche. I haven't seen any prosecutors. There are 3 indictments. Let's get the fuck out of here.
And they all seem to remain sealed.
Yeah. Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah. Jolene says no faith in Q here. Well, you know, you got to also remember a lot of people, you know, follow this person or persons or whatever it is. Okay, this organization. Social media, the House of Representatives, with all the crap going on in this.
Jerry doesn't have faith in Jesus.
Yeah. Okay. With all the crap going on in this country, the House of Representatives decided to have a resolution condemning Q and I guess white supremacy or something, whatever the fuck it was. I don't know. You know, this is what they're doing. And the Republicans went along with it. It was ridiculous. Only like 14 people didn't vote for it. I was like, are you kidding me? Yes. And from what I understand, the Proud Boys are really not a racist organization. Although it probably wouldn't matter if they are or not. I don't know. I'm not joining them, so I don't really care. I'm worried about his place. All right, Chastity. Listen to me. All right. I'm not really a big touchy-feely guy, so I'm just going to tell you, okay? He's in there, in the hospital. He's going to get better. And he's going to come out. And he's going to come out swinging. Okay? Listening to people who want to, you know, expound on conspiracy theories and talk about things like they're trying to poison them every day or they're, you know, kill them or whatever. I'm not saying none of these things are true that you hear. I'm not. Okay? But there are 2 things you got to know. One, you're never going to hear it from the White House, probably. And 2, most of that stuff is bullshit. You can take anything and turn it into a conspiracy theory because in most cases, there are a lot of facts that could be molded into another narrative. And when that narrative comes out, people can twist it around and become YouTube stars and Facebook stars and so forth. It's just...
You don't need to worry about Trump. I mean, he's in the best place in the fucking world that he could possibly be. So, don't worry about it.
Yeah. All right. You know, I'm not saying you shouldn't worry. You should be upset, whatever. That's fine. All I'm saying is be careful who you listen to and be careful who you watch. Anyone on here can tell you the same thing. Anyone anywhere on the internet can tell you the same thing. Okay? They've already tried to twist it. Of course they've tried to twist it. That's what the other side does. And there are people on the internet, and I know this is going to be hard to understand and believe for everyone here, that are not honest people. And are out for only one thing, and that's themselves. Okay. We have been doing this, me and Matt, and now me, Matt, and Nick. But me and Matt have been doing this for 5 years. We have exactly 10 people on here right now. What does that tell you? We don't go along with the crowd on all the bullshit. Me and Matt have seen a lot of people that with the conspiracy theories and the followers and the rally, all this bullshit that have just come and gone like in a whisper because they were full of crap. Okay. Right now, as Matt has said, as Nick has said, as I have said, I can tell you right now, Walter Reed right now is on high security because the president is there. The Secret Service are everywhere. Okay. and he has the best care in the world. MSN, that includes Fox. Oh, I definitely include Fox in the mainstream media and some of their bullshit. It's not everyone on Fox, but it's definitely quite a few of them. Chris Wallace to be number one at the moment because he just did the debate. You're right. Mainstream media?
Well, that's
Terrible.
part of the demographics. If Fox was totally right wing, that's an older audience. You know, they're trying to, you know, pander to younger people. It's fucking ratings bullshit game.
Well, that and
They don't give a
advertising.
fuck what they say.
That and advertising. People like our age, like Nick and me and Matt, for instance, okay? We don't buy everything we see on TV, or it doesn't really sway us one way or the other, usually, people our age. But the young people, that's who they want, 18 to 35 or whatever it is, because they'll run out and buy this shit. Crazy. Tina Scott, how you doing?
You know, that is hilarious. I watch some shows that have a certain slant, and you see the commercials that go right the fuck along with it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I can tell, you know, your whole fucking spiel.
Yep.
I can see it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Every show has the same shit on it.
Yeah, if you're watching, you used to watch Bill O'Reilly, and every 3 minutes that guy would get on about the gold. Buy gold. Buy gold. The actor guy, William Devane. Okay? You know, crazy shit, man. His debate was out of control, a mute button. Yeah, the only one needed to be muted was Chris Wallace, I think. Dan Bongino had a good idea for the debates.
Yeah, right.
Dan Bongino had a good idea for the debates. And then have like you know, Mark Levin or somebody do Biden. No in between talking. Okay, just answer the questions. That's great. I liked it.
Yeah, then might be better to have two fucking people doing it.
Yeah.
Actually.
But I mean, opposite sides of the spectrum would ask Trump the questions and vice versa. That way, you're going to get realistic questions, and you're going to get some hyperbole. Joe Biden, I don't care who's asking the question, is going to, you know, fucking racist, but you know, if you look back at his career, he's hung out with racists, eulogized racists, talk shit about black people, you know, all kinds of stuff. But he's getting a pass for that for some reason, and he doesn't answer those questions. He just turns it around on Trump. I don't think there's a perfect solution to this, and these aren't debates anyway. The debate is where everyone gets a chance to speak and no one is cross-talking. You have to let somebody spout their opinions, their facts, and whatever it is they have for their argument. This is not a debate. This is basically for the news organizations or whoever's holding it to get good ratings and sell a lot of advertising dollars and stuff. Be right back. Backing my truck in the garage. Good idea, Tina. We don't want to lose the garage. I did that when I was 6 with my dad's Jeep. Biden didn't answer a single.
Over the past ways, Biden has three tells that after he says the next thing out of his mouth is a scripted answer.
Mm-hmm.
He'll say, "Look," or "By the way," or "The bottom line is," and then after that, he's got a rehearsed fucking response.
Yep, that's
yes
possible. Yeah.
the bottom line is, and then he reads the fucking stock.
He does say those things.
Holy
Holy shit.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, he does say those things quite a bit, actually. He does. I never realized that.
The bottom line is he's been in office for 47 plus fucking years and hasn't done a fucking thing.
Nope.
Trump needs to go into the next debate and say, like I said before, I relinquish my time to Biden. I just want him to talk about what he has accomplished in 47 years. They'll turn the cameras off and debate's over.
Okay, Biden, I think,
Biden hasn't accomplished a fucking thing.
Chassis, it's like Jimmy Collins says Biden continues his history of plagiarism. Yeah, he's doing that now with America and getting jobs. Who said that? Fucking Trump. He's plagiarizing Trump, and he's full of shit on all of it. Yeah. I just saw a commercial for him on a video today online where he said he was going to give a middle income tax break, and he's on camera saying, "I'm raising your taxes." It's all bullshit.
He contradicts himself in the same sentence.
Yeah, he's on video saying that. Biden, I think, has a negative past. Who the hell is pushing him? Everyone. He's all they had. They figured they would get Trump out of office. They had no one. Look at the debates. Who did they have? They had no one. And they took Biden because he's easily pushed around. Because he's obviously mentally deficient. And I don't know what he did to his wife in their marriage, but she's pushing him to be president of the United fucking States when he really should be just staying at home and having people keep him quiet. So, I don't know.
She gonna make more money.
I guess. I don't know.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't know. All I know is I know somebody else on here thought maybe too that Biden was faking it the whole time. But at the debate, obviously he wasn't. He didn't do too bad, but he still, for some reason, has no idea how many people in this country have died from this. It's either 200 million, 200,000, or 20,000 or something, because all three of them came out of his fucking mouth. You know, and stuff like that. There are people out there who tell Trump just shut up and let him talk.
Yeah, now you have the permutations about now is Trump going to be able to go to the second debate? Is Biden going to show the fuck up? Oh no, I ain't going to get the shit from Donald. No, I ain't going. It's perfect fucking out for him.
Yeah, well.
Nancy already said that, you know, Trump's got COVID. There should be no more debates.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's an out. Well, that's an out for sure.
Day after.
You know what? Trump gets over this, and Trump says, fuck, let's have a debate. And Nancy says, but no. You know, Biden doesn't need to debate you. You know, this is wrong. No, Biden needs to keep debating. And so does Trump.
Well, I will say
Biden's going to eventually show his ass if Trump would shut his fucking mouth and let Biden show his ass.
The things Pelosi is saying publicly, the Biden campaign is doing the direct opposite. And I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, obviously. But like she said, he should never debate him in the first place. Day after the debate, she said he shouldn't bother. He's not worth the time. Now it's the Kung flu. Tomorrow it'll be something else. But Biden is a liar. He's a high Ukraine investigation and all that, the Russia investigation. investigation he was involved in the meeting with Obama and, Comey, and I think Strzok was there and all that. He's highly corrupt. And if you keep, like, the next moderator for the next debate is supposed to be one of his, okay, they're not going to pick anybody that's going to ask real questions or be, anywhere near fair.
Yeah, it's odd that the Trump campaign allowed them to pick all.
I think they have obviously, if you're going to have a Fox News, they're going to tell them who to put up. Fox News is not the conservative. It's owned by Muslims. Muslim prince or some fucking thing. I don't know. Guy got more money than God. They're going.
Disney bought out Fox.
Did they? Okay, so there you
You
go,
know how
right there.
liberal that is.
Yeah, go. There you go, right there. In the end, you're not going to get somebody in there to ask. It's just magnified because it's Trump. Partisanship is partisanship, and that's just the way it is. And it's wrong. It's not good for the country. And everybody was so surprised Chris Wallace was going to be the way he was. Chris Wallace is a liberal piece of garbage. He hates Trump. Why is everybody surprised?
No, and he said he wasn't going to be a fact checker,
right,
for this debate.
Right.
And that's all he did the whole time was fact check Trump. When Biden couldn't answer one fucking question, no question whatsoever, he didn't answer one.
Oh, it matters that Obama tried to take him down with the Russia thing. But you know what? Obama just agreed to it. This was Hillary Clinton and DNC who came up with this. They're the ones that paid for the dossier. Okay. This was Hillary Clinton's idea. Obama went along with it. He figured with the FBI and everybody at the time, people still more or less trusted the FBI. Everyone on the left trusted the FBI. The right was obviously with Clinton not going to jail or being charged or anything. That was difficult to go through. Now we have that fucking idiot Comey in front of he doesn't remember anything about his own investigation. And why? Because he's afraid he's going to get charged, and anything that's said there, they can use against him in a court of law.
And Comey just wrote a book, got released like yesterday or the day before. Fuck
yeah. He doesn't remember he showed up in the White House and had a goddamn meeting with Biden and Obama and everybody else talking about this goddamn coup against Trump. He can't remember.
Yeah. But it's like Hillary.
Well, you know what? You'd have all these liberal publishing companies probably going, hey, we'll give you $250. You write a book for us. Write it. We'll give you $300, whatever it is. Who the fuck ain't gonna do that? Come on. Yeah, I'll lie my ass for $300K. No problem.
Well, it's like Benghazi and stuff like that. Here's where Hillary goes before Congress. Can't remember nothing, but in the book, she remembers everything. I don't know why they didn't pull out Comey's book and start asking him questions from that, because he apparently had the answers there. He doesn't have them now. Can I have a steel leg? Sure you can. I don't know why you'd want one, but you're more than welcome, I guess. I don't know what that means, Chastity. I gotta be honest. Don't let Obama off the hook. He's dirty as heck. He's getting off the hook. He's off the hook already. He's not going to jail. He's not getting charged or anything. It doesn't matter if he was the president.
He's never been on the hook.
In order for all this to happen with the FBI and everything else, okay, and the intelligence community and so on and so forth, I got news for you. Obama had to give his okay, and he did. In the White House meeting, he gave his okay. He's in this up to his neck. He was probably freaking briefed on it daily, whatever. Okay, he is not going to jail. That's why they're out there opening their mouth. Comey, I think, should shut up, because I got to tell you, Comey ain't. I don't think Comey's as protected as he thinks he is. But I have news for you: if people start going to jail, the highest up the ladder it's going to go is Comey. It's never going to Loretta Lynch. It's never going to Obama or Clinton. They will laugh. They'll write more books. They'll talk shit, and they'll lie for the rest of their natural or unnatural lives. Of course he is. Obama knew everything about everything that happened in his administration. Everything.
He had to know.
Well,
there's no way
all you gotta do is
he has to
who
okay
the fuck ever has got prosecuted in the links of the chain of command? Ain't nobody over any fucking lower level of
the
the FBI or
the
you ain't getting up that fucking ladder. Forget it.
Eventually, General Flynn is going to get let off over this bullshit. They have a thing in now about him asking for a new judge because they're trying to get rid of this one. Okay, they had some lawyer, I don't remember his fucking name now, that signed off on the FISA warrant that he's been found guilty. And all the way back in the beginning, there was another lawyer. I think he spent 30 days in jail. I don't remember who he is. I think he was from a foreign country or something. I don't remember. No one is going to jail over this shit. This is all theater. It may be truthful theater. I don't think there's any doubt of that. But if people were going to start going to jail, Adam Schiff would be one. Nancy Pelosi would be one. Because they're all involved in this shit. We never wish death on Obama like the loonies are saying about. Maybe I did once. Matt got really pissed off at me.
No, but not personally.
No, I said one time.
I don't get the people. Yeah, I've seen like people putting up memes about. I saw one where all the Clintons and Nancy and everything were standing over Donald's fucking casket and grinning. I was like, "Are you serious? You're gonna do this shit, really?"
Yeah, they even had Melania in that picture.
Yeah, I saw that.
And Melania was in the picture too, smiling. I think most of us. I saw.
Oh yeah, they had that tape of her that she was talking to somebody, and she was like, "Oh fuck them, man! Fuck the press. They don't ever like let up on us." And I'm like, "Well, what's wrong with her saying that?" Oh, she's in a bit. So what? She's talking to somebody behind, off the record. I don't give a fuck what she said.
Well, in the end, I think that Obama and Hillary Clinton is going to live to however long she lives. Okay? When she dies, she's going to go on a funeral tour. She may end up laying in state somewhere in the Washington. And that's what's going to happen. Okay. Same thing with President Clinton. Same thing with Obama.
Oh Lord, don't even get me started when Michelle Obama died.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Well, I'll be gone before then, so I don't have to fucking worry about it.
Jimmy Garland said it had a gallon of bleach on the casket. Yeah, I've seen a couple with the bleach, which is so fucking. that Trump wanted to believe that when he said that. Say that out loud and believe it. Okay.
Well, I saw something strange. Stadium is flying drones over and spraying shit
Yeah.
to disinfect the place. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are they spraying? That disinfects everything. What is it?
Yeah.
Tell everybody.
And how long does it last? I mean, the second it dries up, doesn't the stuff just kind of come back? I don't know. I think it was in Atlanta or something. I don't remember. I'm tired now. Yeah, me too. I know. I just.
Well, I mean, if they got the fucking cure-all here that they're spraying around, well, fucking give it, man.
Shove that in a needle, start giving it to people. Yeah, we have a major justice problem in this country, and it starts at the Justice Department, and I think they're covering for people, even this one. It seems like the tougher that these politicians, because there are definitely, every once in a while, they have a sacrificial lamb that somebody does something that was so stupid or something and got caught or whatever that they hang them out to dry to make it look like they're doing something. But the main, you telling me Nancy Pelosi, as long as she's been in office and the lies she has told and the bullshit she has done, I mean, they should all be thrown in jail just for the impeachment freaking drama. We have a major injustice problem in this world. Yeah. We got cops in jail for being shot at and shooting back. We got, there's something wrong, something very, very wrong. And it starts with the governors and so on and so forth. And everything is interconnected. And they have basically, because of our lack of giving a shit for years and years and years and just voting for the lesser of two evils or not voting at all or whatever, have given these people a chance to insulate themselves from our laws and whatever else.
Did you know they caught the midget that shot the two California, DeTante Murray?
Mm-hmm.
They haven't shown a picture of him or nothing.
Exactly.
He's already a convicted felon, and I think they served a random warrant on him for something, and he got a link into doing that.
Yeah, something about a carjacking.
A traffic violation. I think it was a traffic violation.
Okay, whatever.
Speeding or some kind of
carjacking like is a traffic violation. I don't know. It's in traffic.
That's how these idiots always. It's like the drug dealers. That's how they always get caught. With 500 pounds of drugs.
I mean, what is
how they want to?
No, but I want to know how they linked them up with the shooting, though. I don't.
Well, I don't know.
They haven't let out any of that shit.
I'm in charge. I'm going to call up the jailhouse and ask them, you got anybody in there that just got in there?
Like the midget that was running away.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call up, say, got anybody in there just got there, maybe got short legs and bow-legged and all that shit, and then find out. And you put some stuff together. I don't know. I'm tired because too many things are up very wrong. I agree with you. If you knew how sick I was, brainwashing, voting, we're trying to catch up. Trump definitely stirred our mind's eye. Yeah, it's a shame he didn't come along 30 years ago. We wouldn't have the problems we have today. We all should have voted for Ross Perot. He was insane, but he had the right ideas, and he knew what he was talking about.
Yeah.
He was just way too far before his time.
I'll tell you how it is right now.
Yeah.
This is the way it is. And listen to me. I want to tell you how it is. That's the way it is.
People were entertained by him for
Yeah.
sure, and a lot of people voted for him actually, but he was going up against Bush, and that wasn't easy. Tonight isn't Freaky Night.
The defense lawyer, the midget fucker, his lawyer's going to get 10 midgets and put him in the middle of the lineup. They all run away doing the whole waddling shit. And he's going, oh, okay. He ain't the only midget in L.A. Okay. Come on. Reason.
Yeah, because tomorrow probably didn't get rid of the gun and all that shit. So, Nick says, "Oh, it's all
that was his
freaky."
ghost gun.
Struth.
Have you seen the foot mat? He should be there. I don't know what that means. I see some stuff on here. I swear to God, I don't know what this means. Have you seen the foot mat? He should be there. I don't know what that means. Virginia, all right? Been drinking tonight, have you? That's nice.
I think it's written in a rune. I might have to decipher.
Okay.
We could go into runes too, but we have the mythical creatures that were alien engineered, but we haven't tapped into that, resource of David Attenborough, and of course, in the lifespan of the Splooge Gobbler.
Oh, I remember now. I forget. I remember for some reason. It could have been to take you out. I don't know. I don't know. Either on a date or dead. One of them two. I don't know.
Hey, if you pay the rent, you can live up, man.
When you getting your dog?
Possibly tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
But he's been fixed. He's been on quarantine. They said none of them have shown any symptoms. So I don't know. Maybe tomorrow or maybe Monday. I wouldn't. I'm not going to speculate you, Larry.
Speculate your Larry. Okay. That's making up words again. Engineered alien, ancient alien engineered freaky fucking animal shit or what?
So yeah, well, you have dragons. You have griffins. I don't know if anybody knows what these are, or minotaurs, centaurs. I mean, and things like this and that forth. That ancient aliens actually created to control civilizations. This was the main topic of the discussion.
I see. And okay, do you want to delve into it, or is that it?
Well, basically, they created these fearsome
which it actually does give me a discount. Now, here's a trick. You can be sitting idle, and your phone will start looking for the Drivewise will just crank up and start looking for a trip. You're not even driving. Bit flaky.
Well, apparently we weren't on the stream for a while because everybody's asking where the hell he was. This old man, he played knick-knack on my thumb with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. Apparently that's Jimmy Collins' way of waiting. Can anyone hear me or see me?
Now we can. We all heard. Well, we could hear you, me and Matt, but now we see you.
Okay. Well, you missed out on a lot of important information. Sorry, guys. Don't know what happened. I love Facebook. I swear to God. Anyway, centaurs are not real. They were born on a cloud. Hold on. Born of the cloud made in the image of Hera, another version, however, makes them children of Acertane centaurs who mated with Magnesian mares. The centaur was either himself the son of Ixion and Nephel, inserting an additional generation, or of Apollo. It's all bullshit. There's no such thing. It's Greek god stuff. Okay, so there's no such thing.
Is that the one with the?
But Jerry,
like the Cyclops with the one eye between their head, chin.
Yes, that was ancient alien geneticized.
Okay.
The same as the griffin and the dragon and the unicorn and blockicorn and the Sasquatch.
Cyclops.
Well, I'm not sure about Sasquatch, but
yeah.
So what's the difference between a centaur and a minotaur? Or minotaur?
It's goat and horse.
Oh, okay. Depends on which one the man wants to procreate with.
Pan, the dude that had little like goat horns and the flute, and he was half goat. That's a centaur.
Okay, Pan.
Cyclops. While one thinks the Cyclops of Greek mythology of Southeast Asian lore, a rare creature dubbed the one-eye anomaly. It was a shark, captured 22-inch long dusky shark fetus, and it has a single eye in front of its head, the hallmark of the disease. See, this is a deformity. Most fetuses of any organism that with cyclopia, which is the name of the disease, are stillborn. And in a rare case that a living baby is born with cyclopia, the child usually dies shortly thereafter. This is due to a number of additional problems that fetal congenital causes with other internal organs, including the fact that respiratory system is not fully developed in fetuses with cyclopia.
Well, I don't understand that completely, but the whole ancient alien, why do they keep engineered all these things to be shepherds of people, to keep them separated so they would not organize, congregate, mass, sort of retard their development pretty much?
Okay, well, in the end, it's a disease. How about we do
got
this?
cracks for that these days.
I got one. The Badajoz UFO creature. Here we go. Badajoz UFO creature. This sounds interesting.
Admit I've never heard of this.
Refers to the events. The Talavera La Real Air Base, located in Spain. Two soldiers claimed to have seen a shot of being of unknown origin. They were both patrolling the fuel storage area at the base at 1:45 a.m. They're about 60 meters away from each other, and they heard a noise similar to radio interference. Suddenly, the noise became a cute whistle that lasted 5 minutes. To follow them on an inspection around the area, fearing sabotage. The whistle ceased 5 minutes later. Soon after, they spotted intensely bright light in the sky. It lasted 15 seconds. Another guard arrived with a guard dog. Together, they moved across the area. They arrived at a certain point. They heard the sound of eucalyptus twigs being broken. The dog was released and rushed towards the point where the sound of the broken twigs came from. Soon, the dog returned sick. The soldiers urged their dog to return to the point several times, each time with the soldiers, a technique taught to the guard dog meant to protect their handlers. Somebody spotted a human-shaped green light to his left. The beginning was very tall, about 3 meters. The being was very tall, about 3 meters, which is approximately 8-9 foot, I think. It seems to be form of small light points, and the brightness was more intense along with the edges. The head was small and covered by something resembling a helmet. The arms were long and were crossed. There was no sight of either hands or feet. Trejo fell at his knees and fainted. That's what you want in the army. Which offered his friends a chance to open fire on the creature. Between 40 and 50 bullets were fired, and as the being was hit, its brightness became more intense and it disappeared. While Trejo was being assisted, the same sound as before was heard, lasting 10 to 15 seconds. The next morning, some 50 men searched the whole area to discover there weren't any bullet casings of the shots fired by the soldiers, nor any holes where the bullets supposedly have struck the wall behind the creature. However, the Air Force concluded the machine guns were indeed fired. Even today, there's no answer to what the soldiers fought with, but most people involved in the case agree that it was something involving extraterrestrials. Or they could have been lying the whole fucking time.
Terry, you're such a deadbeat downer.
Well, I mean, they didn't take a picture. They got nothing. I mean, come on.
Well, I don't have a picture of my granddad tucking me in when I was about 14, but I saw him doing that, and he'd been dead for like fucking 5 years.
Okay, what? What was that?
Say who?
Well,
What's on first? Who's on first? What's on second? Third base, I don't know.
Your grandfather tucked you in at 14 years old, and he was been dead for 5 years. Is that what you just said?
I did say that.
Okay.
But Terry, you don't want to, query me on my, universal like-ish cosmotic fate.
Okay. I just have one question. Was this after you stole beer from the beer company at all? Very serious.
Well, that's regarding the issue at hand. I mean,
Hey,
yeah,
Stephen
I mean,
Tolliver must be here. I don't see him, but he must be here somewhere. We're
Sound
down
like
to
hey,
five.
me and my grandfather got in a car wreck together. That's bonding, man. Come on.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
sound like Joe Biden.
And that's when they made him quit driving after we crashed in his car.
Stephen Tolliver here. How you doing, Stephen? Because of our technical difficulty. Emily's still here. Nick's obviously here. Jimmy Collins, Anita's here. Everybody else. So, yeah, I'm still. What's with this grandfather dead tucking you in thing? I'm interested.
Well, it's not exotic or anything. He lived in our house with us for about 3 going on 4 years before he expired at 84. AR, the man that worked with Thomas Edison, my father's father. We went fishing a lot together. We drove a lot till he started to get fucked up and shit, and sort of went downhill real early, or quickly. I would say early, but quickly. And he would always. I would stay at his house sometimes. He would always check on me when I went to bed. He would be like, "Are you okay?" Check my blanket and blah blah blah. And like a couple of weeks after he died, I swear the same thing happened.
Okay. All right. Has anything else like that ever happened?
Well, yeah, my kids seem to be able to hear my wife's mother when they're in her room. They hear her laughing, or she'll just say something. It doesn't scare them, but they're like, "Yeah, I heard her today a couple of times."
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of stories about kid hearing this stuff. I don't know. I can tell you there's people who have seen or experienced or whatever. They believe it. So in the end, that's all that matters. Good evening, my fellow Americans and patriots. How you doing, Stephen? Nice to see you. Glad you're back.
I'll stay with Tolliver over there.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Hey, Tina. Yeah, I don't know what happened. We lost everybody. But we're back now, so that's good. It is. Okay, how about the Cumberland Space?
What?
The
Cumberland Space, man.
The Cumberland? Or how about the...
Was that like a Gus Grissom or something? No, not an astronaut.
How about the Cusack aliens? We'll go with them. Then we'll go with the other one in a minute. The sighting was an extraterrestrial sighting that took place in 1967, 29 August, in Cusack, France. Witnesses were 2 children, Francois Delpuy and his sister Anne Marie, as well as their dog. Well, That's a hell of a witness, sir. Okay. Children reported seeing a spear-shaped UFO, 2 meters in diameter, 4 little devils on the ground. The craft was of bright silvery color and possessed landing gear consisting of 3 or 4 straight legs, equipped with round shoes, 10 centimeters in diameter. I have no idea how that is in real math, but one of the humanoid beings was bending over, apparently busy with something on the ground. The other held a mirror-like object. The creatures were completely black, but with a shiny look, which Francois compared to that of silk. The children could not be certain whether the color was that of the.
If they was black, they must have run out of gas.
Yeah. I was looking for a 7-Eleven. I don't know. There was no visible dividing line between any possible clothing and the head of the being. Protective suit of some kind was perfectly fitted. The arms were somewhat too long and thin. The children could not distinguish anything which might serve as a proportions relative to the body, but the cranium, nose, and chin were equally pointed. At some point, Francois called out, "Have you come to play with us?" At this moment, small beings who did not seem to be interested in the children became aware that they were under observation. The first one took off vertically, then plunged heads first through the top of the spear. Forrest also got up, but before diving into the machine, came down again and seemed to pick up the mirror from the ground. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the... Well, I don't know. We'll go with the other one. Maybe somebody other than children saw it. That would be cool. The Cumberland Spaceman. Oh, good. May 23rd, 1964.
Can't wait for this one.
Jim Templeton took his wife, 5-year-old daughter Elizabeth, to Berg Marsh for a pleasant afternoon of walking and picture taking. But then he got images developed. They were forced to come face to face with the unbelievable, what appeared to be an alien being. And I am looking at the picture, and I guess you could say that, or it's, a guy in some kind of white clothes and like a mosquito net on his head. While there have been scores of photos purporting to have captured the likenesses of extraterrestrial beings, such as Alabama's Metal Man of Falkville, we'll look him up next, few are as intriguing as the image accident Solway Firth estuary. H-Ball's money is Saturday afternoon. All this shit's in England. There's some wackos there, I'm telling you. He was an amateur photographer, wanted to take some shots, blah, blah, blah. He had a Kodak SLR. Let's see, except for the fact the cow and the sheep would normally have infested the field, but were bunched together feeding on the far side of the marsh.
This is not really fitting in with hybrid monsters, which is my hypothesis.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Major Tom to ground control.
No, I mean, if the aliens made these, it is exactly that. So anyway,
proceed.
Metal Man of Falkville. Let's look him up.
Falkville? Yeah, Falk. I want to go there. Where's that, man?
Falk. Listen, we got 15 minutes left. Give me a fucking break, will you? Oh, wait a minute. I missed him. All right, so JKLM, Metal Man, Manta Man, Men in Black, Megalodon, Merman, Metal Man, there he is.
Neanderthal DNA and
In Falk,
Didn't Megalodon fight
King Kong? Yes, I think.
Godzilla?
Mothra.
Mothra. Megalodon fought Godzilla.
Godzilla, yeah. Fakeville, Alabama, on October 17th, in 1973, a spaceship was spotted out on a field. When authorities got involved, Jeff Greenshaw didn't see a spaceship, but instead something he would later regret seeing, an alien. The tinfoil alien was clad in a suit fabricated from a similar to thick aluminum foil, intensely bright and smooth as glass. Its movements were childlike or even monkey-like, but at the same time, very robotic and mechanical. There appeared to be no separation between the neck and the head, which bore an antenna. It ran at speeds that, according to Greenshaw, far exceeded that of any human he'd ever seen. It seemed to have literal spring in its step, covering 3 meters every way.
Why is this thing running around for the sheriff here to show him how fast he can run? What the fuck is
he was off.
What's he doing that shit for?
The sheriff was off duty. He went to the location in his truck, brought his gun and his Polaroid. As soon as he got there, there was no safe spaceship to be found, but something else. As he got back to the car and traveled a few hours from where the spaceship was, he saw an entity that looked almost human-like. So he approached with caution. He shouted, and it didn't respond. What looked like a shiny tinfoil all around his body. Might have been a tinfoil on his head. Possibly he could have gotten his eyes, but who knows? His bizarre encounter, the chief of police was terminated by the town council. His marriage fell apart, and just when it must have seemed as if matters couldn't get any worse, his home was burned to the ground. Wow. All this above factors have been thrown. Yeah. Already brightly burning flames of the U.S. More to the point, give us clear indication as why most contacts and eyewitnesses remain silent. Like much to begin with, and then she left him, and they because he was a laughing stock, he got fired. Greenhaw has more supporters than ever before, and they believe that he did, in fact, encounter an alien. Although Greenhaw still regrets ever seeing the alien, one thing's for sure: it's one of the most pure in television.
Yeah, the whole alien. How come nobody, the sheriff, they couldn't have shot this motherfucker and dragged it back into town? Go, what the fuck is this thing? Nobody's ever done that. That's the fucking, it's a little queer.
Okay, well, I don't know. With UFOs and shit, I mean, anything's possible. I think it's a little silly to believe we're the only ones in the entire infinity of space. However, telling any of you people, you'll call Facebook.
You know what? I wouldn't feel bad about shooting one of them little bastards because you're a fucking illegal alien. Fuck you, I'm gonna shoot your head.
Well, apparently taking photos and film of it.
Well, yeah, Matt, but does our border go above us or to the sides of it?
Hell yeah, they ain't born in the United States. They're fucking illegal aliens. Are they South America or out of.
Okay, so Anthony Rebellion is here. What's up, my fellow Americans? Nick Young wants to know if anybody remember the movie Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. That really should be on more. It's so bad. I just watched Plan 9 from Outer
It was
Space.
horrible.
I just watched Plan 9 from Outer Space. That was horrible. My stepson was married today. I'm just relaxing. Oh, got rid of another one. Good job, Stephen. Good job. I had to cut down on the food bill.
The Legend of Boggy Creek.
I've heard that story somewhere. What was that about? I don't remember.
It was some monster that lived in a swamp
Yeah.
somewhere. But there was one that I remember, and I watched this at the movie theater.
How come
And I was-
monsters never live in like condos or anything? They're always gonna live in like a cave or a fucking swamp.
Well, you know, they just don't have any kind of money, man. I mean, come on, they're not hooked up like you and shit.
Yeah.
But I watched this movie way back in the day, probably in the early 70s, because I was young. I might have been 5 years old, 6 years old. I'm watching it in this movie, and it's this swamp bear. It's a bear. It has like one blue eye that's like, you know, blind, and then the other eye. And this thing comes out the swamp or the lake and attacks people. Can anybody remember that show?
Was this a?
I can't remember the name.
This had somebody famous in this movie for some reason.
So what? Blue-eyed bear, goddamn, he kills people show? No, I never heard of that one.
Yeah, this bear would come out of the damn lake and kill people and shit, but one of his eyes was blind, and in the end, I think some dude shot it with a bow and arrow and took him out. I think that's how it ended.
Was this had two Indians in it, and they believed in this freaking bear
Yeah.
curse? And there was somebody actually, a famous
Yes.
act. There was a famous actor actually in this movie. I don't know what the fuck he was doing in this. It was actually a ridiculous movie, but I have seen that, and you know, the bear killed a lot of people.
Yeah, that's the one. It was Indians
Yeah,
because they believe in, you know,
yeah. He was in
their hair.
And the Indian
That's
was
what it was
going
all
around telling people, and then the bear got pissed and he trapped them. He killed one. I don't remember, but I saw that a long time ago. I watched Uncle Buck last night from Jimmy Collins. Well, Jimmy, that actually was a good movie.
This sounds as about exciting as watching the $6 Million Man.
You know who played Bigfoot in $6 Million Man?
Ed Cassidy?
Nope, Andre the Giant.
It was Prophecy, Gary. That's the name of the movie.
Yeah.
1979.
Yeah. And I can't. Let me look that up because that's going to drive me nuts now.
Well, I already have
No, I will not look that up because it sounds dumb as fuck and I don't give a fuck.
No, but that was the name of the movie. Prophecy, yep. And I remember the Indian guy was somebody fairly famous, but one of the white guys was too, and I can't remember who the hell he was, and it's bugging me.
Charles Bronson.
No, it wasn't Charles Bronson, you fucking idiot.
Talia Shire, Robert Foxworth,
Robert
Armand
Fox.
Asante.
Yeah, Armand Asante. Wasn't he the?
So, yeah, Prophecy.
And then there was, and then his girlfriend or something.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It was. He got it.
What? The bear fucked his girlfriend.
Yeah, I think the bear got him. I don't know, but the bear was badass. It was.
I don't know. I don't remember the story. It was bad.
Well, it wasn't good. Uh, apparently, it was a TV movie. Oh, TV episode. Sorry.
This is fascinating. Really.
Yeah, I actually saw it at the movie theater and local movie theater, and this theater is like old as shit, and it's scary as fuck. And if you want to go to the bathroom, you have to walk down underground to 2 flights of stairs and shit, and get into this old ass bathroom. Well, we're watching this movie for some reason. I had to run to the bathroom and throw up.
Oh, John
Well, you didn't have enough like outdoor space to throw up in. You had to get to the bathroom.
Yeah, it was directed by.
Oh, I remember the first drive-in. Maybe Count Yorga.
Log Company's waste mutates the
60s
environment,
horror film.
creating a giant killer bear monster. Director, get Talia Shire, Robert Foxworth, Armand Assandi, Richard Dysart. These are like fairly famous people. Jarvis was in it. He was at one time, you'd recognize him anyway.
The nails were blown away by that.
It was the first film directed by John Frankenheimer in about 2 years, the last having been 1977's Black Series till 1982's The Challenge.
Darren is in occult fucking horror movies again.
Yeah.
There you go.
I like him.
Went to the actual theater to watch. I might have been 4 years old.
A brief scene involving a chainsaw and an axe, although by no means graphic, is like something seen in a more exploitive hardcore action film. It was.
Well, actually, I was 10 and 7. You know,
who the fuck is taking you to a horror movie at 4 years old?
Yeah.
What's the problem with that?
No, I was 10 actually. I was born in '69, so that was '79. So I was 10. That's my parents did that shit. Now we went to the drive-in movies before that.
Oh yeah.
And I watched plenty of movies at the drive-in movie in my dad's '68 Camaro, and my mom and dad would have board and cover us with a blanket. We can get in free.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Horror author Stephen King is particularly fond of this film, which should tell you something.
Yeah, that's a piece of shit right there.
Mm-hmm. Involvement in this film meant Sylvester Stallone had to rewrite the final scenes of Rocky II. How could she take this film instead of finishing? I mean, Rocky? Really? The only other thing she ever did that was famous was The Godfather. And she wasn't much in that.
No, not much.
Apparently, Frankenheimer was not from R to PG. Film critic Leonard Maltin described the mutant monster as a giant salami.
I don't have a real expert opinion on this. uh, horror genre, cheesy.
They're good.
Yeah, you need to expand your horizon there, Matt. Come on. Supposed to be all knowing.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Take you behind the woodshed.
The 1986 book, The Son of the Golden Turkey Awards by Harry and Michael Medved. This movie won the award for the most unbearable bear movie ever made. I have to agree. It wasn't good. It wasn't. But it was so bad. It was ones where they blow up a chicken or a mouse to make, or a rat or something to make it huge. It's so bad, it's like a car wreck.
Yeah, you can never unsee it.
No, that's
You
true.
remember it forever.
Yeah, and killed people, and I knew exactly what he was talking about. It's crazy. David Callaghan, how you doing? And nobody's paying attention to us. So
on to the subject at hand.
Hey, Tiffany. Well, we're done.
Hybrid animals were genetically engineered to shepherd human populations. That's why they are invented. They're worldwide. How would you have the same mythical creatures spring up in every fucking culture if somebody didn't really actually do it?
I don't know. I know we're out of time. Does that help?
Quite.
Well, guys, I'm doing all right, David. Thank you. I guess I'm gonna go. I gotta go watch. Let's see. I think Dracula's on with not the original, but the one with what's his name. So I gotta go watch that. And probably eat something and then go to bed. And tomorrow.
Hey, y'all hear the Tarzan guy?
Yeah.
Sued because of defamation of some character or some kind of shit. I mean that shit. What was his name?
The son killed the wife, Ron Ely.
Yeah, about his son and his wife.
Mm-hmm.
His son was apparently batshit crazy or high as a kite and killed the wife, and now he's suing the cops for unlawful murder or some shit on his wife and his son.
Yeah, I don't know. From what I understand, I mean, from the original, not right in the head anymore. So, I guess. I don't know. I mean, Ron Ely hasn't acted in how many years now? Since it's like the 70s or something.
Yeah, 70.
And that's why they gave him the Tarzan role. So I'm not even sure that the yell was his. I don't remember. But yeah, good luck to him. Whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, don't discount cryptids and everything. You don't see usually animals because they don't want to be seen. The same thing with them. They're still dragons. They're still griffins. They're all out there. They don't want to be found. That's the problem.
Nikki Young, you can thank Trump. Hannity got that from Janet Berg. I don't know what that means. Do you know what
the
that
hell
means?
is she talking about?
I don't know. Oh, Hannity apparently has COVID, I guess. I don't know. Which would make sense. He interviewed Trump right after the debate.
Oh, that's new to me.
I don't know. He interviewed him right after the debate. Maybe that's what she's talking about.
I have no clue who that is.
Oh, okay. Well, doesn't sound like she likes Trump. Doesn't sound like she likes Trump much.
Hannity got that. Apparently she don't like Trump or Hannity. I don't know who this person is. But
I don't know, but
I'll find out.
Lucky for you, she knows you and not me, because she doesn't sound happy.
Apparently not.
Let's see.
I have an idea, though.
Oh, do you? Okay. All right. Oh, whatever. You have any last words for the evening, Nick? Now that you've been called out. It's all your fault. You and Trump.
I can thank Trump for a lot of things.
True. That's true. Very true. It was China. China caused it.
China.
Jimmy Collins can't believe that dome people actually took Trump's idiotic word for truth and tried bleach and disinfectants.
People still believe that stupid shit. See how dumb motherfuckers are?
Janet,
it's
I don't mean to be a jerk to you, but I gotta tell you something. Any human being who is dumb enough to put bleach and disinfectants into their system kind of gets what they deserve. And Trump never told anyone to do that. I don't think that's probably going to do me any good with you. You believe whatever you want. Whatever makes you happy at night and you can go to sleep to. You just keep believing, darling. If you, in fact, are a real person.
Some people are lost in the weeds.
Yeah.
And just, drink the Kool-Aid every day. And just believe everything that NPR is nonsense. It's just believe it.
Yeah.
It's nonsense. All you have to do is open your eyes.
It's just like, when he was talking about the hydroxychloroquine or whatever the hell it is, and that fucking two idiots took the fish tank cleaner. I mean, come on, guys. We really need to be a lot smarter than this. Okay?
Well, some people just aren't, Jerry, and that's a shame. Some people just aren't smarter than that.
It really. And I don't know who this person is, and it may be some freaking moron who's got nothing better to do on a Saturday night. But, believe whatever you want. Whatever helps you go to sleep at night and put you in your happy space, please do so. Okay, if you want to be dumb and go through your life that way, then please, by all means, that's your right as an American. Do what you want. Anyway, please stay vigilant, be aware of your surroundings at all times, and always remember, it's amazing what you can do when you have no other choice, or even Fox News. That would be good. Anyway, on behalf of Matty K, and I thank him for his contribution to the show, and Nick Young, as always, Nick Young, even though for some reason he has brought this pestilence upon us with this woman, I don't know, and apparently Jimmy Collins too. She knows a lot of people. I don't know why, but whatever. And some comments here that aren't getting put up here. But nevertheless, I wish everybody a good rest of your weekend and hope that everybody enjoys life. Enjoy it. Okay? Please take care. Have a nice day. We'll see you Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And please, Janet, come back and tell us of all your knowledge on how bad Trump is. I would love to have a conversation with you. It would be fun.
From Victoria, British Columbia.
Wow, a Canadian. Those crazy Canucks.
Canadian.
So she doesn't even live in America and thinks she knows Trump told people to put bleach in her system. Wow, that's amazing. I bet she's not even listening now. She's probably gone. But anyway, hey, Greg, how you doing?
Anyway,
the fish tank cleaner people, she was trying to kill her husband, didn't she? I think she didn't she? I don't remember that part, but he was dead, so apparently it worked for a short time, I would imagine.